made it to Stonehenge. It's Boxing Day afternoon and I thought I'd just come up here for a little walk. So I'll show you the dedicated motorhome parking bays and we'll just kind of a little mosey around the landscape. So if you come into the visitor centre, instead of turning right and you go into the car park, turn left, you go follow the coaches and motorhomes. So there are about 14 bays for motorhomes here. Just behind my van is the staff centre, so that's where all the offices are, all that sort of thing, sort of wooden building, and then you've got all coaches in the middle, and then you can see the pathway, the roadway in the distance. That's where the coaches go, or you can walk up and get to the stone circle. And the car park is actually full at the moment. It's 2 o'clock or something at the moment and still people are queuing up to get in. So this is a good space to come to if you've got a van, and there's a sign here, proves it. So there you go, motorhomes and caravans only, no coaches. And of course you've got cars as well, so I don't know why they feel entitled to park here. Perhaps their staff, I really don't know. They've got their own ice cream van. That brown thing's an ice cream van. It's all plugged in. You can see the clouds above. I might go to the loo first. But yeah, it's quiet. It's quiet this end. Not too many coaches. I said it is Boxing Day. But a lot of people are taking their cars, coming down to have a walk. So that's a little roundabout you come in off on, and where that golf has gone, you just turn down there. Oh, I can feel the rain. You wind away down there and then you get to the main car park. So that is rammed. Closes at 4 o'clock today, I think. So I'll have to get a move on. And then on my left hand side here is the main visitor centre. So it's got the cafe, the exhibition, shop, membership. All that palaver is down there. And you've got the buses there and the road which will take you down to the stone circle. So that's where I'm going to head. So I've come through the concourse where all the people are. It's manic. These are the recreations of the Neolithic huts that they built about 5 years ago when the visitor centre opened, or just after it opened. So they're quite smart to have a look round. But busy day. And this path will take you onto that little road, which is closed to public transport, and it's just the buses that take you to and fro, which go up that road. And we're going to walk along it a little bit and then get into the landscape. So I've just got to the road, looking back to the visitor centre. Those clouds are coming. So one of the buses coming back, full of people. There's a small nookie monster over there. So most of this landscape is owned by the National Trust. Some of it you can't get into, but there are paths across it. So about 100 yards down here we're going to head over to the left and go and find the cursus. A bit of drizzle here. Temperature wise it's not too bad, 4 or 5 degrees. So these paths are dotted around the landscape on the National Trust land. Dogs on the lead are fine, although there was one point where they did say there were no dogs allowed at all, but as far as I'm aware at the moment, most of the time dogs on lead are fine. Unfortunately, dogs aren't allowed on the bus, in the visitor centre, or in the field with a stone circle. Pretty cool. Just chasing that pot. It's out there somewhere. I can't see anything on my screen. Let's keep going. Down there. I've just come through a gate into first field, and this is telling us about the Stonehenge cursus. So that's a drone photo of it, just in the middle there, and it's out in front of us here. So they reckon the construction of the Stonehenge cursus, or greater cursus, sometime between 3600 and 3300 BC. It shows that this landscape was already a place of ritual centuries before Stonehenge was built. We've got some round barrows. They were built about 1,000 years after the cursus and are testament to the continued importance of the cursus to later generations. You can still trace the low remnants of the banks and ditches of the cursus. They extend almost 1.7 miles across the landscape. We're not certain why it was built. Some archaeologists think it may have been a route for ceremonial processions, echoing the daily journey of the sun from east to west, or intended as a path for the spirits of the ancestral dead. So this is what's incoming. Oh dear, dear. So I'm standing at the start of the cursus. There's a slight mound here, but I can see a Bronze Age barrow in front of me, so I think I'll go and stand on that. Maybe we can get a better view of it down the hill. So we're just heading now down the cursus, and I'll bear off to the right in a bit. So we'll go to the corner of this plantation. This is Fargo Plantation to my right, and we'll have a look, see what we can see over there. There were hundreds of people waiting to get on the bus there to go back. But here we are, got to the edge. It's quiet here. I thought I might get a bit of sun poking out, but I've still got loads of clouds. Not too many left. They've all run away. Bit moody, I guess. And my trousers are soaked. That's it. Cost me nothing. But I did get soaked. And it's running down my arm holding this thing. So heel stone over there. So if I wait a couple of hours and look at that, might get the sunset. And behind is the A303 with the traffic heading west. All going home, or back to work. There we go, on the horizon. Hundreds of people hanging around, trying to get on the buses. I think they'll be soaked before they get on there. I'm soaked, so I'm going to go and hide. back to the van for a cup of tea. That's my dead cat. Well and truly dead, I think. And the gimbal started behaving oddly, so I think it's got water in it. I've come into Fargo Plantation, which is halfway up the road, and I'm actually soaked. So before I get to the van, I've made it back to the visitor centre. And you might notice a strange roof. It's an undulating roof. So it's supposed to blend in with the countryside. And the supports are not all vertical. They're different angles, and again representing trees around the area, although there aren't that many at the moment. This has only been open 6-7 years, I think it is. Some don't like it. I think it's quite cool. But you've got the shop and the cafe on the right, and the exhibition on the left. Toilets, membership, all that sort of thing. So these are the Neolithic houses, replicas of. They actually test built some of these at Old Sarum Castle, which is another English heritage site. And they use different bases, different tops. I think that one on the right is a store. But they're often open, they're all open. They sometimes have fires in, and the smoke disperses through the roofs. So if we can have a look in this one. That one's shut. This one's open. We'll try and change the lens, see if we can see it inside. Difficult to see really. It's a bed to my right. It's all chalk floor. Maybe another bed stashed up there. Shelving. And the centre would have been the fire. Right in the middle. And that would have gone up through the roof. Get a whole family or two in here. I say it's bone dry in here after all that rain. That's the back of the visitor centre there. And if you want to test your strength, there's a sarsen stone. You can try pulling it, tell you how strong you are. Psst, don't tell anybody, but it's not a real one. And these two stones, one's a sarsen on the left, one's a blue stone. So those are the ones that came from Wales. And you can touch them and feel the different temperatures. I think the last entrance was 3 and it closes at 5. So really they allow you to have a couple of hours to get down there and back, whether you walk or take the bus. But it's chocker. There we go, that's the road. Back to the stone circle. Good to see the van's still here. One other rental van by the looks of it. Might hang around a bit. Looks like it's clearing. Might get a good glimpse of sunshine. Oh, but I need to get out of these trousers. There we go. Just about got dried and warmed up a bit. So ready to head home. But yes, if you're going to come to Stonehenge, don't do it on a bank holiday weekend. Don't do it on a Sunday. Come midweek, out of season, and there's plenty of landscape to walk in. That's what I do often, is just come up here, park in the motorhome bays, go for a walk around. There's miles and miles of landscape. I've just done a bit of it. You can go further to the north, further to the south. There are lots of barrows to explore, so plenty of places to go for a walk. And if you've got a pooch, then yeah, take your pooch as well. Plenty of space for the pooch to have a run around on a long lead. Right, I'm off. So till the next time, take care and catch you soon.